333 laps complete. New leader, Denny Hamlin. Got underneath Kyle Busch after Dale Earnhardt Jr. backed out and Busch couldn't make the pass. The kid from Chesterfield, Virginia, in his first Nextel Cup race on his home racetrack.
I tell you, the 11's just driving on adrenaline and determination. Got a hurt wing there. His left hand is killing him, but he's driving off into the moonset.
Now Dale Jr. had gotten pretty physical up there with Kevin Harvick trying to take the lead, and then drifted to the back of this pack and explained to his crew why.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm sorry. I was trying to get off of him. I talked to him. You're cool. I'm not racing him off too. No, I talked to him.
Good to go. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm not sure if this Virginia crowd could be any happier. Denny Hamlin, the 11, leading the race, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 car running second.
But you know what? Again this week, Dale Jr. just, he impresses the heck out of me, Larry. He is so apologetic when he does something on the racetrack. He doesn't want anybody out there to think he's not a fair driver. I mean, he goes out of his way to be fair.
He does not like controversy at all.
No, not at all.
Well, Denny Hamlin trying to become the 10th different winner in the last 10 races here at Richmond. The last Virginia driver to win here, Ricky Rudd, September 2001. And this state has produced some great racers and Hall of Famers.
Now Kevin Harvick, the 29 car, who has led 272 laps of this race, as we see his teammate Jeff Burton get pretty sideways that last time off turn 2. Kevin Harvick has fallen back to 5th, 3.5 seconds behind leader Denny Hamlin, and looking for a caution and looking for one soon.
Yeah, and Larry, I just think the 29 car was overconfident. I think their car was so good that they got kind of almost tricked into staying on the racetrack.
And we pretty much know, should we stay green for these final 61 laps, everyone can make it to the end on fuel. Kevin Harvick in the 29, he's going to have to come to pit road in about 30 to 35 laps.
Hamlin is also trying to become the first rookie to win here since his teammate here in 1999. 60 laps to go in the Crown Royal 400. Denny Hamlin trying to hold on to a lead of 9/10 of a second in the FedEx Kinko's Chevrolet. Kevin Harvick needed a caution. He got one. Robbie Gordon cut down a tire and plowed into the turn 1 wall. Now the pits are not yet open.
We got mistakes already. Jeff Burton in the 31, Mark Martin in the 6. They have pitted. Pit road is closed. The penalty for those guys will be tail end of the longest line on the restart. They've not even hit pit road and we've already got mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, you got that light down there. I mean, that light is plenty visible.
Now here's why we're under caution.
That's a lick.
Now, inexplicably, Gordon came around to pit road, did not stop, and going all the way around again to his pit did a lot more damage to that Menards number 7.
All I know, this race on pit road right now here with 53 laps to go, this could determine Dick Berggren who wins or loses this race.
Yeah, indeed. Kevin Harvick on pit road. His crew chief has told him he was sorry about that decision. Said he's going to give him 4 tires. Told Kevin Harvick, hold your breath and go. He was in 6th position. Harvick still has a chance to win this race. Steve.
Scott Riggs on pit road in the 10 car, trying to remain a factor in this race. He says his car has just gotten tighter as the race goes on. He's focusing on not overdriving the corners, Matt.
Denny Hamlin trying to score his first Nextel Cup Series win. Said, I am just killing them on exit. Do not do anything that may hurt my forward bite on exit. I just need to be a little freer in the center of the corner. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he need to be a little tighter on exit.
Well, I know Matt Yoakum, Dick Berggren talked about it. The group that's killing them on pit road is Alan Gustafson in that 5 car of Kyle Busch. He wins the battle off pit road. That's 2 pit stops in a row. They picked up a total of about 7 positions.
They're dancing. They're loving it. They're celebrating. Good for them. Now watch the light that signifies whether pit road is open. There it is very clearly. Pit road is not open. And Jeff Burton came in. 50 laps to go in Richmond. Alan Gustafson and crew, and Corny up there on the dish, hoping they've given Kyle Busch the position from which to win. He's got a Busch victory here. He wants a Cup win. But now Kevin Harvick has fresh tires, so does just about everybody else. Here we go.
It's Saturday night, little 50-lap feature here. Main event.
Well, we'll see if the rooster can hold them off.
Denny Hamlin in the 11 car right up beside Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8. That's the battle for second right there. Kevin Harvick in the 29 right up there to him.
Now Jeff Burton and Mark Martin, who pitted before the pits were officially open, had to restart 14th and 15th. Harvick, who has led most all of this race, is now in 4th place. He gets fresh tires and a reprieve from that strategy, and here he comes underneath Hamlin.
Just turns it to the bottom. He'll take the 3rd position away. And actually, Jeff Burton pitting too soon was a gift to Harvick. That was one less car he had to deal with on that restart.
43 car, Larry, on that restart. I don't know what he's got a tire down or what happened to him, but man, he has gone all the way to the rear of the field.
Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Labonte in that.
3 wide, turn 3.
3 by 3 by 3 over there.
And it sorts out 4 wide for a moment. And for the lead, Junior underneath Biffle. Or excuse me, underneath Kyle Busch.
And Kevin Harvick in that 29 says, guys, you run side by side. I'm going to make it 3 wide over here. I'll be there.
I just believe when you get that 8 car out front, get a little clean air on the nose. Adios.
There goes Kevin Harvick, turns underneath Kyle Busch. They're side by side off turn 2.
Can Harvick do the double? Here's what you said on our singular virtual crew chief question. $50-50. Don't forget, every time you play, you're entered for a chance to win Jeff Burton's payday in Daytona, July.
Darrell Harvick gets off the corner so good. When he turns that thing to go late exit, I mean, it just shoots off the corner.
Yeah, where we hear a lot of guys pedaling it, or where we hear guys spinning their rear tires, he doesn't have that problem, man. He mats it and he is on it.
Right there, you can see him gain position.
Remember at Phoenix, he would get the left sides down on the apron, and through the middle of the corner, he could drive by anybody he caught.
Dale Jr.'s last win, Chicagoland, 28 races to go. It was number 8's only win of 2005.
They're basically matching lap times, Larry. There's 87 to an 84.
You don't think they've stepped it up, though? 4 laps ago, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick ran their fastest lap of the race.
Now we question Jeff Burton and Mark Martin coming on the pit road before the pits were open. Here's the team communication about that.
Hit regardless of what they do. Is that correct?
Everybody stay, guys.
Scott, you told me to come, so I came.
It's all good. It's all good. Pits were closed, guys. Pits were closed.
Yeah, it's not good because Burton's mired in 13th and he's stuck in heavy traffic, half a lap behind the leaders.
And Mark Martin's right there with him back in 14th position.
Yep. Elliott Sadler alongside.
We've got 39 laps to go, and right now our front 3 has somewhat stabilized up there. All we're running about the same lap times.
Jeff Gordon takes his car to the garage. He had distributor trouble. He got back in the race, and now he's done for the night.
You know, you get late. This racetrack is physically demanding. I know it doesn't look like it would be, but it's fast, and you're turning all the time from the middle of 3 and 4 all the way down into the middle of turn 1. Burton ran the Busch race last night. Here we are late in the race tonight. Sometimes mental fatigue is part of what happened there on that caution light thing.
You know what? About 200 laps ago when we had a green flag stop, Greg Biffle in the 16 car who had been leading this race, he made a green flag stop. The caution came out. He went a lap down. That was about 200 laps ago. 80 laps ago, he got the free pass back on the lead lap. Here he's battling Tony Stewart to get back in the top 5. Greg Biffle in the 16 car. Nice recovery by that race team.
And that is certainly the biggest comeback of the night. Should we get another caution? Our point leader, Jimmy Johnson. Whoa, hang on, Jimmy.
He is sawing wood on that, in that thing.
He's the first car 1 lap down, so he would get the free pass on the next caution if there is one.
That's a pretty darn good recovery right there. I know he's only running 17th, but good grief, he was running 30th for most of the night.
Time running out, though. 35 laps to go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Budweiser Chevy out in front of Kevin Harvick by half a second. Can he get his first win in the last 47 races tonight?
Good old-fashioned horsepower.